Hi guys, welcome back to the second workout in our All I Want for Christmas series, and today we are going for awe-inspiring abs. So if you're ready to do this workout, you do not need any equipment except for your mat, so go ahead, roll it out, and bring your A game. Can you believe that it is already week 2 of All I Want for Christmas 2.0? So just as a reminder, I will have linked down below All I Want for Christmas 1.0, last year's version of it. This one follows very similarly, although of course we're doing all new exercises. So I've tried to kind of like amp things up a little bit more this year, but you can give both of them a whirl. We do not include a warm-up in these routines, so if you do want to do a warm-up beforehand, I do recommend doing that and then coming back to this one, but we're gonna get crack-lackin'. So coming on to hands and knees, hooray, abs in tight. I honestly find these kind of quadruped exercises, these get my abs the most, like more than crunches, more than anything else. So that's why we're starting with that. So left leg is going to extend long, right arm extends long, pull up from the navel, so we don't want to be collapsing here. Inhale, on the exhale, you're going to lift, we're going to tuck in, knee to nose, extend, and release. That's it, here we go, repeat. So lift, big tuck, so again, I say knee to nose rather than knee to elbow, because the elbow, that's not even a challenge. So really big tuck there. We're doing 10 of these total. Keep a little softness in your supporting elbow. And make sure as you reach long, you are extending the neck again long, so you're not staying tucked in there. We are tucking the head on that little crunch, this little curl here, but then we've got to extend it again. Give me 3. And one last one. But wait, there's more. So you're going to stay lifted here, same arm and leg. We're going to do a little opening to the side, keeping leg level with the hips. Bring it back to center, bend the knee, reach around, open through the shoulder, see if you can touch the toes. And reach long again, hips square floor. So we open, center, reach around, reach long, open, in, reach around. Lot of stabilization with this one, which you will notice. Like I said, as that leg sweeps open, keep it level with the torso. We don't want to compromise that line. And a few more here. I can't lie, it's honestly difficult for me once I get into these to count 10 of them, because it's such, I mean, if it's a less involved move, I can pretty much do it, but I'm usually pretty on though. If not, you can add one on. Last one here, and release. Okay. We're not going straight into the second side just yet. You're going to come down to the forearms, into a forearm plank. You can modify from the knees, but butt is not here. This is not a plank. So butt has to be level with the shoulders. So you could modify here or up on the toes. We're just going to do 50 hip twists. Thing to bear in mind here, if you're on the toes, it's not the feet. The feet are not going side to side like that. That's not what we're going for. You want to keep the feet straight, make it a slightly smaller dip, but it's more controlled. It's more isolated in the obliques. So 50 of these, press up, you can count your own, navel draws in tight, and we go. So dip, dip. And it's not 50 per side. So to clear that up, it's not 50 per side, it's 50 total. because we are going to do these again. Press up out of shoulders. Keep it flat back. Is there anything better than planks for the abs? Answer, no, not really. So if you're going at my pace, this is final 10. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, knees down. There we go. If you want, you can take a quick child's pose. Let the shoulders release. And then we're coming back up, and we get to do all that on the other side. But we do have to lie down on the other end of that. So back to hands and knees here. Right leg, left arm, soften the supporting elbow, pull up from the navel, keep a flat back. Inhale. On the exhale, we lift, we curl, we inhale long again, and release. So lift, big tuck, pause in that tuck. Don't ever try to speed through these. If you guys have been with me for a hot minute, you know I always like to slow these things down. If we're doing strength, slow it down. Slow it down. If this were a cardio workout, yeah, we'd be going hard and fast, but it's not a cardio workout. It's a strength workout, and especially this exercise is a stability exercise. Stability, we want to take slow so that you're really forced to engage everything and pause in it and not just rely on momentum and luck. Okay, last one here. And then we're gonna lift. We stay lifted, so we open to the side, come back to center, bend the knee, reach around, reach long. So one little helicopter, and then reach around. Staying supported there. So you've got the little bonus of squeezing the supporting glute as well. Glutes and lower abs often play together, which, you know, I think is nice. If we've got strong glutes, strong lower abs, then you have the perfect recipe to prevent lower back pain. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. And who would not want that? A few more here. And last one. Don't let that hip dip out. And release. There we go. We're gonna come back to that forearm plank. We got 50 more hip dips. So choose your plank, and here we go. So twist, twist. Draw a little rainbow. Keep feet vertical if you're up on the toes. Remember to breathe. Keep going. Here's my last 10. And 2, 1. There we go. Knees down. Again, if you want to take a quick child's pose there, you can. Take a breather. We're going to flip it around. We're going to come down onto the back. That is the plan. So, there's going to be a real theme to this section, and it's going to be doing little helicopter legs. So if you don't like those ones,
Sorry. Don't know what to tell you because they're going to keep coming back. You've got two options here. You can do hands underneath the tailbone here if you want, so giving yourself a little support. I do recommend that for this one because even if you don't start there, probably at some point you are going to have to move the hands there because it's a pretty intense series. You could also be up in a crunch position. You could in fact do both of those things. You could do hands here as well. So up to you. I think I'm going to choose both. Let's go for everything. So hands underneath and head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Knees tuck into the chest. Inhale, the exhale. We're just going to extend, pause on the extension. Inhale, tuck in. So the hands are there because we're creating a little hole to just drop the butt and lower back into. So lower back does not ever lose contact with the floor. Very important that it stays down. Squeeze the navel in tight on that extension. Here's 4, 3, 2, we're gonna keep it long on 1, and here's our first set of helicopters. So you're just gonna beat it for 20. Hollow out the navel. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to cross the right ankle over the top of the left. We're on that diagonal. You're going to bring right toes to touch the left kneecap. Right knee goes wide and extend. So we exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend. 10 of these total, that's 3. Keep pressing navel down. Make sure lower back is not lifting off the floor. I love these. Here's 4. Squeeze abs even tighter. 2, 1. Another set of helicopters, 20. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring left ankle on top, same thing on left side. So we touch right kneecap, extend, tuck in, extend. Here's 4. Again, don't speed through these. 3, 2, 1. 20 more helicopters. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels together. We're going to do double leg lift, but just upward. So exhale up from the diagonal where you just were. Inhale, just go to that diagonal. Exhale, lift, keep tailbone down. Inhale, just that diagonal. So we're not going low. Don't let the navel peak up. Press it down flat. That is important. If you want to train the abs to lie flat, well, you got to train them to lie flat. That's it. Here's 4. Whew, I need to rest my head for a second. 2. And 1. We're back on that diagonal, and guess what we're gonna do? 20 helicopters. 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to cross, right ankle on top. We're gonna do straight leg this time. You're just gonna pull it in, bring it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Oh my God. That's no joke. You should feel a little shake. I feel like I'm shaking. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. 20 helicopters. Super controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg on top. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Keep that right leg where it is. Stays there. Keep squeezing navel down. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Our second class helicopters. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ankle scar. This time we're going to go down. So we inhale down, exhale, back to that diagonal. So it's the low end of the double leg lift. Now, if this is too challenging for you, if you're feeling a lot of the lower back, couple options. Put a bend in the knees, modify it there, or go back to that top half. That's fine. This is definitely one to work into. It is by far the hardest of the double leg lifts. You don't get the relief of going all the way up. You're going to want to keep going up, but you don't get to. Lower back has to stay on the floor. 3 more here. Oh my God, these are killing me, I'm not gonna lie. But we're in it to win it. Last one, stay at that diagonal. Last set, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Give the hips a little wiggle out. So ideally we don't want to feel that in the hip flexors. So if you did all that and you're like, oh my God, I don't even feel the lower abs, but my hip flexors are screaming. What's happening? Well, I mean, that is not uncommon. So that's not uncommon initially. I would recommend modifying. So with a little bit of a bend in the knees, do a smaller range. If you are just feeling the hips, for sure, elevate the tailbone a little bit, creating that little hole to press into. And then really, really focus on squeezing the navel down. I promise you eventually it will move out of the hips and it'll go solidly to the lower abs, but the lower abs have to be strong enough to accept that work as their own without relying on the hips to help them. But I can tell you, I used to feel it in the hips very much as well, and it's been actually quite a while since I felt it in the hips, and now it's just a whole lot of this, which has its own challenges, but yeah. So legs out long here. Actually false. Let's start with knees in. Let's start in a little egg position. We're gonna go for, I'm gonna show you 3 options. First option is a classic Starfish Crunch. So that's me out to a big X, roll up to the tailbone, catch the legs, try not to touch the toes down. If the toes touch down the floor though, not the end of the world. That's option number 1. Option number 2, a little bit harder, you're gonna roll up to a half boat there. So we're still starfish, half boat, don't grab the legs. Option number 3, you're gonna go for a teaser, so legs will stay straight. So you're here, lift, back down. Yeah, so those are your 3 options. We went in order of difficulty. So choose one of those, choose 2 of those, I don't care, choose all 3, but we're gonna go for 10 total. So whichever of those you prefer, I'm gonna go for the intermediate, so the half boat. Hug knees in, head, neck, and shoulders lifted. We're gonna reach long, here we go, exhale, up. Inhale, starfish, exhale, lift. Make sure that you're really lifting, pressing the chest, squeezing the abs in. If you're going for the half boat like I'm, try to keep feet level with the knees. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay up at the top. So if you've just grabbed the legs there, hold on to them. If you haven't grabbed the legs, give them a quick rest so you don't have to hold teaser or half boat here. You can give them a quick rest. But we are, final thing here, going to play a little bit with that half boat and teaser. So a little half boat or teaser hold. I want you to grab behind the legs here. So not actually at the knee, just below. We're gonna lift the feet, roll shoulders back, press chest forward. So we're nice and supported here. Make sure you're not curling back like this. You're not gonna feel it at all if you are. So really press with the chest. If the feet need to drop a little bit to keep the chest high, then let the feet drop, but don't drop here. So hold there, shoulders back. See if you can extend the right leg. And release. Left leg. Release. Both legs. release. Now, you can do that again, or walk the hands forward, grab behind the ankles, press chest a little bit more. We go right, release, left, release, both, release. Now, final option here, we're going to do no hands. If you're like, what the hell, I've just like rolled back out of it. Why is that happening? It's because you are not pressing forward enough with the chest. So that's why I said if the legs need to come down a little bit, let the legs drop a little bit, but don't go back with the torso. So final round here, you can do either the two we just did, or release the hands. Extend right, and down, extend left, and down, bam, extend both. You can hold the reach there, a little harder if you want to take arms overhead. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, nice and controlled. Woo! Reach forward, give the legs a little shake out. Part of that is a little bit of the flexibility in the hamstrings. It's not as much as you would think though, because really, if you think about it, a teaser is just this position, but floating, yeah? So it's not too different from like, if you can sit like this, you can do a teaser as long as the abs are strong enough. So it really is gonna come down to abs. Go ahead, flip around, come onto hands and knees. We're stretching here. So we'll take a cat-cow, classic ab stretch. Inhale, hollow, lift the chest, really exaggerate these. Exhale around, tuck in. Again, inhale, hollow. Exhale round. Woo, should feel what we just worked. One more time. And then we're gonna twist it as well. So go ahead, sit the butt back on the heels here, just stay nice and tall. And we're gonna twist. So take the right hand to the outside of the left leg, press against it, and twist. With these twists, focus on bringing the twist from the navel rather than the chest. So it's really common to just like woo, swing around like that, and it's all just chest. You can feel that you're twisting from the top. I want to find that twist from here. So keep the chest as it is, and only go as far as the navel will permit. So navel is where we're twisting from. It's going to be a slightly smaller twist perhaps, but you're going to feel it more here, which is where we want to feel it. And release, go to the other side, so twisting toward your right. Again, twisting from the navel, we want to find that flexibility in the lower back. And release, go ahead, bring fingertips down, just press the chest up here, so just expanding across the front body. And release. I hope you guys really enjoyed this routine though. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button down below. And of course, while you're there, be sure to hit subscribe. We still have two more in this series, 2 more before Christmas. So we've got legs, we've got upper body. Those are going to be coming at you the next 2 weeks, so make sure you do not miss them. And of course, you can go back, you can revisit these ones as you get stronger. Give them another whirl. I know that abs, I always go super hard. I just love working abs, personally. So if you were like, ooh, that was a doozy, come back, revisit it in, I don't know, a month from now. And see how you do. And of course, down below, let me know any comments that you might have, so about future videos that you'd like to see, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!